Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let me just rise and acknowledge 17 pieces of legislation introduced tonight with the mayor's name on it, which is interesting. I don't see that often. But let me just rise, since there is this cheering of the introduction of this legislation. I absolutely have no problem voting yes on any of this. If it turns out through our hearing process, and I hope we actually have a hearing process, not to rush it through in joint committees or whatever, but we need to look at the issues. I have no problem voting yes on Habitat, on Peacemaker Alliance. My problem is that I've been standing on this floor for 8 years, no, 7 and 4 months. And I have been fighting for action to deal with issues in my neighborhood, action that deals with violence, actions that deals with investment. 7 years. Not just me, some of you. Talking about the rise in the homicide rate. 7 years. Talking about the dilapidation in the northeast part of Cleveland. 7 years. Blight. The lack of investment in the Northeast applies across the city. Some neighborhoods have more. 7 years. Violence is a symptom of other social issues. Poverty. People looking at the rec center and seeing peeling paint, rusted, holes in the parking lot of the 5th District Police, conditions in the neighborhood. 7 years. And now I'm looking at 17 pieces of legislation in this grandiose title called Healthy Neighborhoods. Let us have the discussion about these pieces. I'll vote yes when appropriate. But I remember a statement a few years ago when I voted against $2 million for 15 years for a school board. And the statement from Mayor Jackson was, there will not be any appreciable difference in city services with the passage of this $30 million deal. Voted against the $1 million deal for the chandelier in Playhouse Square. While my ward continued to not see investment. 17 pieces of legislation. So while you champion tonight, remember where we came from and where we're at. All of a sudden, we're getting this energy. It is unfair and deserves better what we gave my folks and the rest of the Clevelanders the last 7 years. Thank you.